While I was drinking my coffee, this guitar hangs in our dining room. I picked up this guitar to sing and play with my kids, and the strings are just super thumpy. I mean, they are... And even with a pick... They're thumpy, they have no high end, so I wanted to make a video for our new guitar playing friends because a lot of people just don't know. What do dead strings sound like? When should you change your guitar strings? And how do you do it? I want to show you what dead strings look like because usually I can see and feel and smell. That's gross, we'll talk about that in a second. I can see, feel, and smell when guitar strings are bad. So the first thing that you see is as you look at the strings, you start seeing really dark areas. When strings are new, obviously they look bright and shiny and great. I pretty much always play phosphor bronze guitar strings. If I don't pick those, I pick the nickel bronze from Diodario or the aluminum bronze. Pretty much strings are always kind of a very gold color, sometimes they're a nickel color, but in both situations, when you look at the guitar strings, you will see dark areas where they're tarnished, they're not as shiny, they're a different color, they're very matte color, and they look just kind of dirty, rusty, corroded, and a little gross sometimes. Then, the feel of the guitar strings, and you can almost hear it as well, so we're including a fourth thing here. So, you can kind of feel it. So on the strings, especially on the plain strings, you'll start feeling kind of like gunk and stuff stuck on them, and that just is a result of corrosion from your hands. My hands are fairly sweaty, especially, so I played this guitar out. I had a week where I played 4 times, like right in a row. So we were doing stuff with church, and so there's a rehearsal, there's a live stream, there's a rehearsal for the live stream, and then there's playing outside. So within the matter of 4 or 5 days, I'd played this guitar for hours and hours and hours. You know, about 2 hours each day, so 8 to 10 hours of actual playing time, and then during that, a lot of the time my hands were like sweaty and hot. So it is no surprise that these strings met a short and quick demise. You can see how guitar strings look rough. You can feel how guitar strings are rough. You can hear when guitar strings are rough or dead. When they lose their brilliance, when they sound like you hear a guitar from another room, that's the biggest thing. Or it sounds like they're underwater. In my experience, the bass strings, especially the wound strings, tend to lose a lot more life a lot faster. So your E and your B will be okay. The B's a little dead. But then by the time you get to... very thumpy. And so, then the last one, this is the gross one. The smell. Corrosion, oxidation, I don't know what happens, but somehow it makes a smell. So I always can tell when I'm playing a guitar. And then if I do something, and I can almost smell it, not even with my hand to my face, but I can smell just that kind of like gross, funky, I don't know how to describe it. It's a metallic, kind of a rusty metallic smell. So that's how you can see that strings are bad. You can feel that they're bad. You can see that they're bad, and you can smell that they're bad. Okay, it's time to restring this guitar. I'm going to restring it with some Diodario strings. Great strings. I've played them for like 20 years now. So let's restring it. But before we do that, if you haven't subscribed, if you're new to this, if you're new to guitar, I'm really excited that you're in this world in the guitar world that we're all in. Go ahead and like and subscribe down below. Make sure you have the bell on so that you know when new videos come up. I try to make helpful videos that will make you a better guitar player, that you'll find cool guitars, and all of that will make your life just more full of music and friendship, which are 2 amazing gifts in the world. So let's dig into this guitar, let's restring it, and let's hear how much better a guitar can sound with new strings so that you have both ends of the spectrum. Bright, shiny new strings and totally dead, thumpy old strings. You'll unpackage the strings. You'll find this chart on the back of the pack of strings. If you need this, it's very helpful. Leave it on the top of the guitar. So in one hand, I'm going to take a string pin. In the other hand, I'm going to take the string itself. I put the string into the hole and I hold it over the string with the groove on it, the peg with the groove. I then put the string around the groove. I push down on the peg, I pull up on the string, and you'll feel it cinch together. Let's do that again for the red. Now remember, when you're opening these strings, I hold them with one hand here, and then I'm going to pull this hand, and I'm going to pull it away from the guitar so that it doesn't have a chance to hit the top of the guitar or damage anything. Again, string in the hole, groove of the peg, pull up on the string, push down on the peg, and you are good to go. Alright, so now I'm going to pull all the strings except leave the E over here, and I'll meet you over there. So I'm going to take the string here, you fit it through the posts, you're going to pull it all the way through, then you're going to allow about 2 fingers length, and then with those 2 finger lengths you're going to push that back through so that you have some slack above the nut towards the bridge. With that, you're now going to hold it in the groove, take the rest of the string, take it all the way around under the center, pull it tight, and then pinch it over itself. This will make sure that the string is seated and pinched on itself as it comes up to pitch. So I let go of the string as I'm bringing it up to pitch. That way it gives me an idea to get it generally up to pitch without breaking the string or putting too much tension. So, the D string. So you go through the string, pull it tight, 2 fingers back. You go to the center and underneath the string on the back side, pull it tight, pinch it over. Use your first finger and then your ring finger. Bring it up to pitch. The biggest problem people have with this kind of stringing method is that they don't make those wraps go down. So they need to go down because you need to get more of a break angle coming off. When you come to the center over here, you're doing the same thing, you're just going around to the center. Time to cut the strings, so I always put the clippers to where they're just touching the top of the tuner, and I try to cut them as close as I can without cutting other strings. There's a guy I used to work, the guy that used to hang out in the guitar shop, saw me accidentally snip a string one time, and he said, "Oh, that's the stuff that'll make a preacher cuss," which is true. Nothing like killing your hard work that you've just done. I also keep the V of the snips closest. So the bottom of the V goes towards the tuner where I'm cutting the string off. Get it up to pitch, then I put my hand on the guitar on either side of the neck, and I pull the strings, and I pull them up, 1.5 to 2 inches up. Don't be freaked out if sometimes the strings are going to back out a little bit. They'll make a popping sound. They won't break unless you really yank on them, which I don't think, maybe once that has happened to me. so that when you pick up a guitar that doesn't feel right or look right or sound right or smell right, that you'll know what to do. You can restring your guitars. Don't ever pay anyone to restring your guitar. You can do it. And you don't have to do the string tying the way that I do. There are two benefits to this that I see. One is the standard for tying the strings the way that I do. First, they do tend to stay in pitch a lot better. Now, given that's also paired with the string stretching, I think if you did one or the other, the fact that you do both is really helpful. The second reason I tie the strings on the way I do is because there is something so deeply satisfying about the tactile experience of doing a thing that I love really well and just quiet, and I get to just be there and think. It's just a very good experience. So I hope that this video is really helpful for you. I hope that it helps you know when your guitar just doesn't sound right or feel right or play right, and it gives you the courage to actually do this on your own. Don't pay people to restring your guitar. You can do it. I hope that this is helpful. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeremy. I'm the Guitar Hunter, and there are new Guitar Hunter shirts. They literally just showed up yesterday. Well, I picked them up yesterday, but they are on the website now, jeremytheguitarhunter.com/shop. You can find, there are red shirts, there are black shirts. There's actually one camo shirt if you're a medium. There's still one camo shirt from the first run of shirts. I am so glad that you are in the guitar community with me. I hope that these videos are helpful. If they are, please like and subscribe. Tell your guitar playing friends about the channel. I will see you again soon. And yeah, go fill the world with music and friendship. And get ready for the world to come.